When you picture Genghis Khan's messengers, what do you see? Probably a single, legendary rider galloping day and night across the entire Asian continent, one horse against the horizon. It's a heroic image, a tale of impossible endurance, but it's almost completely wrong. The secret to the Mongol Empire's incredible speed wasn't a handful of superhumans. It was something far more brilliant and far more organized. The reality was a state-run machine called the Yam, or in Mongolian, the Erto. Forget the lone rider. Instead, imagine a militarized highway grid stretching across 24 million square kilometers. Every 30 to 60 kilometers, there was a dedicated relay station. A messenger carrying an urgent dispatch would ride flat out to one of these posts. There, he wouldn't stop to rest. He'd leap onto a fresh, rested horse waiting for him and be gone in minutes. Or, for top priority messages, he'd hand the dispatch to a new rider entirely.
This wasn't a marathon. It was a high-speed, perfectly choreographed relay race. This system allowed official messages to travel between 200 and 300 kilometers a day, a speed that was simply untouchable for any single rider trying to go the distance. It's how news of a Khan's death in the East could plausibly reach armies in Europe within a matter of weeks. Genghis Khan laid the groundwork in the early 13th century, but his successor, Ogedei Khan, was the one who truly scaled it up. He understood a simple truth. For an empire this fast, information had to move faster than the armies themselves. And this network was not a public mail service. It was the exclusive tool of the state, carrying military commands, intelligence reports, and tax data. To use it, you needed a special credential, a metal or wooden tablet called a Paiza, which acted as your official passport and credit card, proving you were on imperial business. This strict control kept the system from being overwhelmed and focused on what mattered, running the empire. The sheer scale is staggering. One modern analysis suggests the Yam used around 50,000 horses across the empire, but it was a fully integrated multimodal transport network. The system also included about 1,400 oxen, 6,000 boats for river crossings, and 400 carts for difficult terrain.
And those popular numbers you hear, like 400 horses at every station, weren't a universal rule. The most important routes had massive resources, while smaller ones had just what was needed. The station itself was often just a local household obligated to keep a herd ready, the cost of which fell on them. These stations were more than just stables. They were intelligence hubs, where local information was gathered. They were supply depots, and they were safe waypoints for authorized merchants and foreign envoys, binding the empire's economy and diplomacy directly into its communication grid. Of course, this power came at a cost. The immense burden of maintaining the stations, providing the animals, the food, the manpower, fell on local populations through heavy taxes and forced service. For many, the Yam was a symbol of the empire's demanding rule. So the true genius of the system wasn't a lone rider against the wilderness. It was a sophisticated, state-run logistical machine, one so effective that its principles were adopted by successor states, like in Russia, influencing postal systems for centuries to come. It was the nervous system of an empire, the true source of its coordinated and terrifying power.